Hello and welcome to Happy to Crochet. I'm Sarah Lee, and in this video I am going to demonstrate how I make a single crochet. First, I'm going to start with a slip knot and a foundation chain to show you the example of how to make that single crochet. So I'm going to unravel my yarn a bit here so I don't have to keep tugging on it. All right, so I'm going to start with leaving a tail here that'll be woven in. So to make my, and giving a generous amount allows for it to be your security or your anchor, your insurance, that hopefully if anything does come loose, your project does not become unraveled. But for this demonstration, so I can get some different colors in here, I'm going to keep it kind of short. But this is often the size I will leave anyway. So making my slip knot. All right, I'm going to use my thumb and middle finger and I'm going to hold my yarn. I don't have to be tight. I'm going to be kind of just loose so that way I can work with it. All right, using the working end of the yarn, which is this end, I'm going to wrap the yarn over my finger and create an X. And again, not being so tight. I'm going to hold down the working end of the yarn with my middle finger and thumb. And what I'm doing here is there's an X. There's the yarn that goes over and the yarn that's under. The yarn that is under is closest to my fingertip. This is the one I'm going to grab, and I'm going to hold it up as I push the yarn, this gray piece of the yarn, the one that is behind or on top. I'm going to push it forward so I can pull on it and create this slip knot. And then it's a slip knot because you can pull on this and then adjust it to your crochet hook. So I'll show you again. Pull down the yarn lightly, wrap over, create an X, hold down the working end of the yarn with the middle finger and the thumb. I have my X here. I'm going to pull up, oops, I'm pulling too tight. I'm going to pull this front piece up and over that back piece, and there. There are different ways to make a slip knot. I've seen ways that look a little bit more simple. Find what works for you. This is just how I learned, and that's what I do. All right. So this slip knot here does not count as a chain, and I'm going to create a chain of 9 for my foundation chain for this demonstration. So yarn over, pull through that knot, and now I've created a chain. That's 1. Yarn over, pull through, 2. Yarn over, pull through, 3. Yarn over, pull through, 4. Yarn over, pull through, 5. Yarn over, pull through, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There are my 9 stitches. 9 chains. So I'm going to pull that off to show you guys just as an example. What I'm looking at here is this little V. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Some people call these legs, right? The top and the bottom leg, or the back and the forward, because it's closest to me, so it makes it forward. So, but this is what you'd count. Some people count where the V, where the little point ends. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We do not count this because it is not a chain, it is the loop. All right, so I'm going to jump over this first chain and I'm going to begin creating my single crochets. So I'm going to go into right here in this chain here. This is the second one from the hook because that's 1, so that's 2. So here we go. So to make a single crochet, I'm going to go in through here, yarn over, pull through, and now I have 2 loops on my crochet hook. I am going to yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. Go through a chain, yarn over, pull up the loop, I have 2, yarn over and pull through both. From the top view, I'm going to go through that chain, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through both loops. So now there are 3 single crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Go through the chain, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through both. Go through the chain, yarn over, and pull through 2. Go through the chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. I have the 2 loops, yarn over and pull through both loops. Again, and we're going to pull through both loops. Show you from the top. I'm going to go through that loop there of the chain. So I'm going to pull up a loop. I have 2 loops, yarn over and pull through both loops. And in case you're wondering, is that my knot? Is that a chain? Remember, we made 9, but now we're going to have 8 because this one here is like a supporter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have them all. Show you from this top view. You have your 2, the little V, right? That little V, 1, 2. So that's 1 chain, one stitch, 2 stitch, 3 stitch, 4, 5 stitch, 7 stitch, 7 stitch, 8 stitch. Wait, did we get them all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was going to try to be clever and do something Dr. Seuss, but let's not do that. All right, so I have my 8, and that is what your single crochets look like. Now I'm going to chain 1 for this example, and I'm going to flip my project over. So again, I'm just going to chain 1, and then chain 1. Doesn't matter which way you turn it, okay? Just whatever's comfortable for you. So it looks a little different when you have it this way versus this way. There's a front and a back. Right now, don't worry about that. We're just working on making this single crochet. So now we're going to do the single crochet working in stitches because this is our first row. We don't count the foundation chain as a row, at least not typically, but we're going to count this first set of 8 single crochets. That is your first row. So now to go into these stitches of the single crochet, you can probably see if you pull it a little bit, you might be able to see, pull this out for a moment. You can see like there's a space there, right? Here's a space, and a space, and a space. Okay, hopefully you get that. I know it might be a little bit hard with this colored yarn, but I liked it because then way I can talk about what we're doing here. So you'll see that this first stitch here, this first single crochet is white and white, and then we have gray, gray, and then purple, pink. Anyhow, we're going to go through. So we're going to go through right in there, right there. If you're looking at it from the top, you have the 2 legs of that stitch right there on top. If you're looking at it from this way, that's how it's going to look. Anyways, all right, so yarn over, pull through. You have the 2 loops. Again, you're going to pull through. That is your single crochet. So go through the stitch. You can always double check, make sure you have your 2, and then go through there for your single crochet. So go through the stitch, yarn over, pull through the stitch. You have your 2 loops, yarn over and pull through. Go through your stitch, yarn over, pull through. You have your 2 loops, yarn over and pull through. So again, you're going to go through the stitch, yarn over, pull through. You have your 2 loops, yarn over, pull through both loops. We'll finish this row here. yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Go through your stitch, yarn over, pull through, pull up your loop here so you have your 2, yarn over and pull through both. And one more time. Now if you come to the end and you're just like, oh my goodness, is that a stitch? Is it not? What you can do is count. Counting is good because that way hopefully you don't make a mistake and have to go back and remove a lot of stitches. So we do not count the loop that is on the hook. So remember that one was on the hook. I'm just taking it out so you guys can see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This one's a little sloppy, but there you go. So there it is. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Okay. I will do one more row. So I'm going to cinch that down a little bit. I'm going to create a chain turn and go through. I have my 8. I know this is correct. I'm going to go through here. So this is what it looks like going through the front. And this is what it looks like going from the top. So put in your hook, yarn over, pull through. You have your 2 loops, yarn over and pull through. Right? Again, from the front, I'll show you. You have your hook, it goes in under your stitches, yarn over, pull up a loop. You have your 2 on the hook, yarn over, pull through both loops, right? From the top here, yarn over. You can see it, you've got the 2 legs there on your hook. So you're going to yarn over and pull through. Now you have 2 loops. Sorry if you can hear my dog snoring. Yarn over and pull through 2. Again, yarn over, pull through. We're making our single crochet, and here's our last one. And then let's just count, because it's a good practice to count. Do not count the loop that was working on our crochet hook, because that is not a stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You guys see that? All right, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. Put a comment down below. If this was a helpful crochet tutorial, let me know that as well. I hope to make a few more that are on basics, because sometimes we just need to get back to the basics. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.